Hi guys, welcome back to the Source of Imagination in Serenity Shed. Had a lovely day yesterday, travelling up to Pembrey, seeing the beach. I hope you watched that video. Absolutely lovely day. It's a lovely day again today, but I'm back home today. It's a bit noisy, but I've hold on a minute, I'll just leave over here. Hold on. I bought some of these back from the walk I did. And I also found this lovely piece of driftwood here. I don't know if you can see that. Let's have a look, like that. And I think that would make a fantastic wand. It's really nice. I've been sanding it down a little bit, but it just spoke to me on the beach. So I haven't got a sea wand. So I thought I'll make one. So I'm going to put some little pearls and maybe some shells on there, some crystals. So I quite like the shape of it actually. I don't like completely straight ones. I like ones with a bit of a kink in it, if I can get that. Yeah, that one kind of spoke to me. If I go back again, I might find another piece of driftwood. But they have some big pieces there as well. Taryn bought a massive piece home. So anyway, I'll carry on with this later on. I also collected, well, Taryn collected these lovely little seashells from the beach. We don't take too many, but mind you, the beach we're on, most of the seashells get broken up. But I've got these lovely little seashells here that I purchased, so I might use some of those. I've got more in a bag, but maybe put those on the wand. Yeah, I think that'd look nice. Anyway, let's carry on. Right, well, these are the pack of shells that I actually purchased. Really pretty, and they're very small, so I'm going to use some of them to put on my lovely... I've sanded this down a little bit, but I kind of like it. And I'm going to put, I think I'm going to have it, I don't know which way yet, but yeah, this is the driftwood, and I've got some little pails that I might put on here. I want sort of like so shells and pails. I might put a couple of moonstones and some clear quartz on there just to keep it nice and sort of charged and seeing, you know, energy. I might even put a couple of blue stones on here. I don't know yet. Have a feel, have a think, have a feel. So yeah, I'll show you as I go along. Well, I'm just using this glue here. This is really a good glue. I got this one from Temu. It's got bits of glue on it. I've used this loads. I've used this loads, this glue. It's really good and it bonds really well. That's a good glue. I totally recommend that one. Anyway, I'll carry on now and we'll see how we go. Now, this is my kind of working on a few sheets of paper so I don't get the glue everywhere. I've got shells and I'm just picking out the ones that I really like. And as with like any wand, as I say, you can buy wands, yeah, but the ones that really are the best ones are the ones you make yourself, the bit you find yourself, the wood, or you know, and what you add to it, like crystals and shells. And obviously I want this one to be like a sea wand, you know, that kind of thing. I want a sea wand. That's my willow wand over there that this one I've had for over 25 years. This was taken from a willow tree, year-old one, on the right day, time. I recently added some more crystals to it because it didn't really have the crystals on, but I added crystals that I wanted on here. So like aquamarine, I've got amethyst, I've got citrine, I think I've got some moonstone, I've got some tiger's eye, I've got rose quartz, and I've got clear crystal and some little garnets on the end there. I was going to say rubies, but they're not rubies. But they're garnets. So yeah, I've had that one a long time, but I just felt like I needed another one, you know. So I mean, I've got crystal ones, various ones, but I kind of like the wooden ones, you know. And I really like driftwood. It's got a lovely feel to it, hasn't it, you know. So never know, I might make another one if I go back down there again and pick up another piece of driftwood. But yeah, I've got all these little shells here. So like I say, I'm just picking out and then I'm going to add them to the wand. Alright guys, this looks a bit of a mess. I've picked out, as you can see, I'm gluing them on like here. I've got some nice, lovely, beautiful shells here. and I've put some little pearls. This is going to be the top along the wand, this bit top, but I like to put a bit on one side, I think, like that. I've glued this shell on and a couple of little ones down the end here. I'm going to put on, well, these are the lovely little shiny bits of shell that I've got, and I might put some lapis lazuli on. And I've also got, again, nice sea colours, you know, aquamarine. I've got a little bit of fluorite that I'm going to put on, and moonstone, and I've got some over here. I've got some clear, I don't know if you can see that, clear quartz there. I'm also going to fix this up. I had this lovely pendant as well, which has got a moonstone in it, but the top stone, which was a sunstone, has actually fallen out. But I might put another moonstone in there actually, which is beautiful. It's a lovely pendant, just a shame it fell out. I've lost it as well, so you know, it's handy to have little stones now because I can just pop them in. But anyway, that's how it's coming along. So we'll see what the finished product's like. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. It's quite pretty. I'm just doing what I feel is right to go on there. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Well guys, I'm finished for tonight. I'm just going to let this dry a little bit. I've put some little pearls on there. I don't know if you can see, but that's going to be like the top and the side. But that's all I've done tonight. So I'll be back tomorrow to finish it off. Well, I finished the sea wand from the driftwood that I picked up on the beach. I've used various stones and glued them on. I've got little shells, moonstones, I've got aventurine, amazonite, I've got lapis on here, pretty little shells that quite catch the light, they're really beautiful, as you can see. I've got clear quartz on here. I kind of put this on the end, I kind of like that, the little pearls and then a nice quartz on the end there. But yeah, there, and I've done kind of underneath a little bit as well, so it's kind of a little bit underneath as well. But it's quite nice weight to it as well. I don't we'll see if I'll just hold it properly. It's got a nice weight to it there. That's really nice. I'm just kind of bringing it that way on. But yeah, that's the finished product anyway. So thank you for watching. I'm making the sea wand. I'll see you again soon. Please like. Thank you. Bye bye.